how to make it vulnerable.
Then we shall obliterate him. Well, it seems probably a touch over the top, but let's just try to straight up disintegrate him. And he makes his save, of course. Well, we need to render him more ineffective. I think that could be accomplished by... trying to hold him in place. It's worth a try. And he's able to avoid that spell as well. Then perhaps projecting our image in order to distract him.
Onward then.
Except it hasn't worked. We've gone invisible, and that is an improvement. Perhaps it might be simpler just to summon up a wyvern in order to distract him.
As you will. Of course. I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Now that he's distracted, we can go on the offensive here. With a minor spell sequencer. Alright, he's been weakened.
Yet you deny me? Fight me within your own mind? I should devour you. How do you stand? I sense your soul. It has taken form to guide from within. You are strange among your kin. But it is weak and will not help again. You are empty inside. There is nothing within but the instinct.
Something is wrong. No, not again. Not again. Ah!
Well, you are a strong one indeed. You resist beyond all reason. It's a pity you are dead on the inside.
Apparently we can feel us losing all of the powers that we were able to use due to being a spawn of Bhaal. Guess rousing from consciousness once again. He doesn't want to give him any information. Anything at all. So simply say with as much confidence as he can muster, "You cannot turn me against myself. I have strengths you cannot see. I don't know what you faced while mired with a spell, but here in the world of the living my plans have gone just as I wished.
I have drained you of the very thing that made you special. It is the worst of curses, and I should know.
How to respond here? Well, if Kered isn't willing to give him any information, perhaps it is possible, in his moment of victory, to try to convince Irenicus to give information. I mean, it seems unlikely. He's been pretty hush-mouthed about everything, but it's worth a try. And what do you attend, Irenicus? What will you do?
No, you want no villain's exposition from me. You You are barely sentient now. I have taken your very divinity and drained you of your soul. The curse that was wrought against Bodhi and I has now ceased, and yours has begun. You will wither, you will wane, and you will die.
Well, there's information. Apparently he and Bodhi were cursed, in a way similar to where we are now, and Imoen, with our souls removed.
Bodhi removed this nothing, and Imoen as well. We are restored at their expense and need them no longer. Our revenge to come is now all the sweeter.
Implying that they lost their soul to a curse, and that they have taken ours for their own purposes. Mentioning revenge.
As you would have it, my brother.
Of course. See to it as quickly as possible. I will tell our friends in the dark of our coming. We will plan our assault from here.
Friends in the dark and an assault.
I bid you farewell, child of Bhaal. We shall not meet again.
I beg to differ.
And so your life does come to an end. A pity. You have proven resilient beyond all expectation. It is appealing to me.
What tone would he take with Bodhi? He's not going to beg. But would he be confrontational? Or taunt her? I suppose he would taunt her. Spare me your words and do as you have been ordered, like a good girl. Irenicus does indeed wish you dead, but I am not his lapdog, and you are now subject to my will. Your taunts will foster no resentment towards my brother, but I also need not obey him, just yet. Your abilities have piqued my interest, and since you are to die, I would have you do it in an entertaining fashion. Irenicus can be so dour when he wishes. He is set upon revenge for his banishment, and can think of nothing else, a failing of his mind remaining flesh, I suspect. Revenge for his banishment. Undeath has given me focus and an interest in the abilities of powerful creatures, an interest in you. I will make your death glorious, as well as entertaining. Do your worst, Bodhi. I do not fear you. You should. You must run my gauntlet to prolong your life. You must do so knowing you have but the slimmest chance to make a difference. Do you see this passage before you? It is the darkest part of the asylum and its history, a test of clarity for its prisoners by a director that delighted in dissecting the mind. Now he is under my influence, and this place is mine to control. It is a masterpiece of madness, one that you will come to know intimately. It has been some time since I have given chase to a worthy foe. Enter the maze of this place and seek an exit. I give you time to run, after which I will come to feed. But you are not running solely for my benefit. I give you reason as well to make the hunt more desperate. You may yet foil Irenicus, though the chance is small. His plans will take time, just about as long as my hunt. Run my gauntlet, and your life ends, or is freed. The hunt begins.
We are all heroes. You and Boo and I.
Right?
Hamsters
I was
and
so
rangers
scared.
everywhere.
You came all this way
Rejoice!
to get me, and we were almost...
I'm sorry, Kered. I was just so worried. Never mind that. Are you hurt? What did he do to you, Imoen? I don't know, really. Same thing he did to you, I guess, since we're the same. Kered, he showed me what you are and what I am, and then he took it away. I don't know who I am now, Kered. You may not feel it yet, but the spell from me made me feel hollow. He took something vital. He says it was my divine soul. I find out I'm a child of a god, and now I'm empty and dying. You are too. We'll survive by helping each other, like you helped me in the dream during the spell, Imoen. The dream? Kered, I had no dream during my ritual. Just blackness, and my will draining away. Has this affected you different than me? You have been dealing with the Bhaal essence longer. Perhaps you are more focused. Or perhaps it is more focused upon you. There was a malevolent taint to my dreams. Is there a will behind it, I wonder? I don't know. Dead gods never rest easy. Whatever the case, our mortal lives should be our first concern. I have been getting weaker, Kered, and it has only been a few days since they performed the ritual on me. If we don't reverse what was done, if we don't restore our souls, we will probably both die. Then let's get going. Join with me and we'll escape this place immediately. Good. I missed traveling with you, Kered, even when times were bad. Missed you too, Imoen. It's nice to be reunited, back together again. Not really under the most ideal of circumstances, but you take what you can get. Here you are with nothing, but thankfully Yan has been saving things for you. That recipe is his to keep. So what are we giving her? Gauntlets of weapon skill? Or gloves of healing? Amulet of missiles. Ring of human influence. Not that I really think she needs it, because I think she's innately charming to begin with. Well, whatever. A golden girdle. Or a girdle of bluntness. +4 versus blunt, +3 versus slashing. Well, this is a larger bonus. We can give her a necklace of amulet of protection. It's probably more useful. We could give her a staff. What are her specializations? Quarterstaff, dagger, shortbow, dart. Alright, well let's give her the old staff of fire. She doesn't really know how to use short swords yet, but it's not to say she can't keep this. She tried to learn blindness and does not succeed. Is there anything else we can give her? Apparently we have some magical leather armor that we found. What else could we... there's also these other staves that we have. I suppose we'll just let her hold on to that one for the time being. It'd be good to actually get her a ranged weapon. Do we have a short bow on hand? Maybe Mince can check his container here. Nothing that she can use, unfortunately. Well, actually, she's neutral good. Wait a moment. She should be able to use the robe of the good Archmagi. Shouldn't be able to use the shield or the armor, though, considering she's a mage thief. But everything else, though. There we go. Well, that's much better. As for this, well, I guess we'll just hold on to that and see if anyone else eventually has a use for this. This is something that we'll probably just eventually end up selling. Minsk has so much junk on him. Look at all that. Oy. But we don't really have a ranged weapon for her at hand. Nobody even has any darts. Oh well, I guess that's just something we'll have to deal with. And might as well give her a few potions, including some that might offer healing, in case she gets into trouble. And we spare 2 from here, from her. There we are. What else can we afford to give? What is this? Shadow Thief Cellar Key. Somehow, I don't think we really need this anymore. But whatever, she can hold on to it. Alright. Well, I suppose that will do for now. I wish there was more that we could give her, but it doesn't seem like we have that much to spare.
Gotcha. Yep.
What a mess. Mage Thief. What spells does she have prepared? Seems like she actually has quite a bit that she is capable of learning. Perhaps we should take a little time in order to do just that. It might be a really good idea. Oh, she has contingency and mislead. More than I thought. She doesn't know a lot of different spells. And Kered is actually ready to level up, becoming a level 15 transmuter. Gaining an additional level 4 and 5 spell, another hit point, and some lore. Very nice. Alright, so what shall he prepare? Certainly quite a selection available. Good old-fashioned confusion would probably be useful. Why not? As for this, seems like most of these spells are all about attacking. Phantom Blade creates a weapon. Domination? Useful for taking control of enemies. Cone of Cold and Cloud Kill are kind of dangerous to use under many circumstances. We already have a Chaos prepared. Cone of Cold could be really useful if he ever gets jumped and he's by himself. Alright, Cone of Cold then. And the rest of it. Well, it is very good to have Imoen back. I'm kind of curious about what her thiefy skills are like, though. She's good at opening locks and finding traps, but little else. How does she compare to Yan's ability? He's better at it. So it looks like Yan is going to become our thief of choice here. Ring of Lockpicks, yeah. He does seem the more adept there. But that's fine. I'm sure we'll do just fine. As for this, Staff of Curing, maybe it might be a good idea to give this to Imoen. Just as a spare item until we find darts for her? I don't know. I think we'll be alright, considering the circumstances. Seems there are quite a few ways to go, actually. We could go this way. We could go that way. There's this path up here, and there's that way up there. Oh, this could go so many different ways. Reunited with Imoen, but in a terrible situation that we're not really sure how to get out of. And we're missing our souls.
Of course.
Things couldn't get that much worse.
Ready and able.
But we'll just have to make the best of it, I suppose. I had to say this, speaking of character for a moment, this is probably a great place to stop. This has definitely been an enjoyable session. I very much enjoyed it, indeed. And, the group will have to make sense of it now that they're reunited. Kered's still very surprised at Yoshimo's betrayal, and how he did this to avoid death. Although, why wouldn't... was it something as simple as Irenicus threatening his life? And it does seem so strange. Something the group will have to look into, and something Kered wants to know. So we will see. Anyway, I think that's just about all for now. Hope you enjoyed watching, and see you for the next session, everyone. Alright, bye-bye.